Hey, so we are in March the 1st, 2022. Today we have a backtesting session using my VI entry model. So let's begin. On the left-hand side, we have NQ. On the right-hand side, we have ES. This is because we are looking for SMT. Now, on the 4-hour, we are on the 4-hour time frame right now, but this is our directional bias time frame, meaning it will decide if we're looking to buy or sell. Your first step, you're going to mark out the 4-hour candles high, the previous 4-hour candles high, and the previous 4-hour candles low. If we sweep the low, we're going to look to buy. If we sweep the high, we're going to look to sell. Now, this is step one. The next step is we're going to mark out the closest bearish and bullish beta rays, which are fair value gaps and inversion fair value gaps. So if we look to the left, where is price delivering from? Well, we see where we are reacting from this bearish gap here. So let's label that. Now, that's the closest bearish beta ray in terms of bearish pressure. We don't want to buy into here, as there's going to be a lot of sell side pressure pushing price back down. Now, in terms of bullishness, I would say the closest is here. Change this to blue. I think this is the closest bullish gap. We've got no inversions, we do here, but we then broke back beneath it. So yeah, this is the closest buying pressure, meaning we are bullish on the 1 minute. Now, on the 1 minute, we only trade within the macros. So the first AM macro is after New York Stock Exchange Open, which is at 9:30. So your first macro is at 9:45 till 10:15. So let's press play till that time. Okay, we are showing signs of bullish strength at 9:45. So our bias is bullish. We have swept the low. Let's see if we get a entry opportunity. So the way we like to approach it, we've got multiple entry styles within our arsenal. If we break above a short-term high, we'll then start looking for a fair value gap or a mitigation paired with a breaker. Mitigation or a breaker. So let's see what price can do. Or even inversions, we do trade them as well. And now I would restrain from trading because price is too choppy. So we're going to wait for this consolidation to break, either up or down. We are not fussy. So 10 a.m. has closed, meaning we've got a data high here for a viable target. Let's go to the 4-hour. Okay, that's why you want to check after 10 a.m. because it's a new candle closure. We have swept the high now, meaning we favor being bearish. The low has not been swept. Okay, so let's change this to yellow just to understand it's a data high. Okay, so we're waiting for this range to break. I'm happy to sell or buy here, to be honest. Okay, so nothing inside our macro. If you find nothing from 9:45 to 10:15, you're going to come back to 10:45 and 11:15. That's your second AM macro. Okay, in this scenario, I would say we're still consolidating. See if we can really break out of this. If not, I'm not engaging with price here. Still have not broke out here. Yeah, and that is exactly why I follow my consolidation rules. We see that, yes, the wicks pierced through, but it does look like we broke out in terms of the candle closure, but the candles never broke past the wick low of the consolidation. We've just moved the consolidation range to here, which you can see the price action after was extremely choppy. So we're going to come back to the PM session. Now, the PM session is from 13:45 till 14:15. This session is valid if the first 2 AM sessions are choppy, which they were today. So going back here, let's fast forwards. 13:42, 13:44. Okay, we'll stop here. Now, I want to just go back to the 4-hour we have swept the 4-hour low. Perhaps we're going to keep pushing down to this gap before bouncing back. So sells do make sense at the same time. We've taken out a very obvious wick here. So if we can start showing signs of bullish order flow by disrespecting bearish gaps, I would take a buy. For now, this looks quite bearish. If we just look at the immediate 1-minute price action, we're respecting bearish gaps and disrespecting multiple bullish gaps, meaning we have bearish order flow. Hey, looks a little bit choppy. So we are delivering from this upper fair value gap. So let's mark this. So we just hit the CE. I might take this. I'm going to try it. We've got a little volume imbalance. We've got a safe stop loss at 20 points. And we'll target the low here. It's not a huge wick. So we'll mark this like that. Let's make sure this is correct. Okay. So let's go ahead and place a sell here. If it tags us in, I will obviously be in a sell. So sell, limit, entry price, stop loss. We want to risk 800s. That's fine. Stop loss and ticks. 80 because we're risking 20 points. 60 and we'll readjust. That's perfect. Came very close to our entry. So it was it made sense, our bias here. We're taking a short-term continuation because we've got a fair value gap here. There we go. We got tagged in. Really nice entry. Okay, so at first position, we are break even. That was very, very risky position realistically because price look at the wicks either direction. This is still choppy. So we're going to come back to the next day. Actually, I'm interested to see if it's still played out. Was the bias correct short term? I mean, yeah, we pushed down. So we're going to come back to the next day. First trade, break even. Okay, so this is interesting. Today we have news at 8:15. But this looks clean. Let's go to the pre-market macro today because we did have some red folder. It wasn't 8:30 though. So yeah, we are going to go to the correct session. I just realized. Even though this looks like it still provided something, it was not 8:30 red folder news. This pre-market macro is 8:45 till 9:15. It's only valid with red folder. Okay. 4-hour, we have not swept the high. And we have not swept the low. So I have a neutral bias. I don't actually want to trade unless it looks clean on the 1 minute. Okay. Actually, we have tapped a bullish gap, but not in this current candle. So we're going to need to be patient here, which doesn't happen a lot. Normally, we have a direction all the time. So we're going to need something to get swept, as I will not have conviction either way. This looks quite bullish. So we got 10 a.m. news. That should save us. There we go. We got 10 a.m. That really wasn't volatile at all. But we still have not swept the high or low, which we're going to wait for price to do so. We don't need to take a trade every session. There we go. Bit of patience. So we swept the low, meaning we favor being bullish. Does that mean we can't take a sell? Absolutely not. We can trade some volume imbalances if it's showing us signs of order flow. I'm not convinced yet. It does show quite a difference in the gap here, but I'm not going to trade this. So we opened up lower inside this gap. Potentially you could have took that. Okay, so that was nice. We made the short-term low. We swept the low inside that gap and then pushed higher. M41. So there's nothing in that first AM. 10:45 is the second AM macro now, which I think we are bullish. Yeah, we swept the low, so we're definitely favoring being bullish. We're going to need a displacement through these highs and then to leave a gap. See, we're sweeping the lows. Can we displace above this? That'll be a fantastic position. Okay, this just looks a little too choppy for me. Broke it. We've now swept the 4-hour high. There's nothing, unfortunately. Let's go to the PM. Okay, so we are bearish in terms of reversal. We're not going to trade this, though, because we've got accumulation. We then manipulated 2D downsides. I do not like taking a sell against AMD unless it can come back to rebalance the low. Do we have SMT? No. And that is exactly why we don't trade against AMD. I mean, we still do. If we had SMT, I was debating taking this sell, but it looks like price wants to just be bullish, and we're not going to fight the order flow. Where's price tapped? Bullish gap. Would then respect the BPR. Potentially some setups. I still don't like this for now. Right, so it looks quite bullish, but let's go back to the next day. Okay, so 8:30. This looks very clean. The pre-market. It was clean. So some days you can use your discretion. I've got a pretty set rule at 8:30. If it looks clean like this, 8:30, the pre-market macro, sorry, you can still trade it. It just has to look clean and volatile, which you'll understand with time. So today we've got 10 a.m. news. Okay. Choppy. But inside that bearish gap, we've swept the high here in terms of bullish pressure. We have a bullish gap here. Let's label. Okay, so we got a clean range to look for sells. We can displace through this short-term low. Exactly like that. I want price to now leave a gap and we'll take this position. So we've got red folder news. We're going to place it here. So we do have AMD, but it's showing signs of strong bearish order flow. So I think it's a worthwhile trade to take for a 1 to 2. Okay, so we're going to place it now. Sell limit, it needs to enter us before this 4-hour candle closure. Stop loss, auto, 8 partials. We got to delete it. That was pretty close. It rebalanced the low, but this is not something we can take now as we've got a new candle closure. Even if it works, it's lower probable. So in general, the reason we closed this then is a lot of times I took a lot of losses if I base my sell on the previous 4-hour candle. We've got a new candle. We then open up a fresh, or should I say, a fresh top wick. We don't want to be getting caught up in that manipulation. So we took the low. Really nice idea. Let's see what we can find still. So we haven't tapped anything just yet. Nothing here for us. But really nice momentum to the downsides. We've now tapped a bullish value gap. Try a little sell. Just it opened up strong here. So if it wants to continue, it will. Let's try this. Stop loss, 800s, 20, auto. Let's go. Now I'm interested in taking this. Entry price. Stop loss. Take profit. So another break even. And let's hit the final TP here. So we're going to need to delete the old one. Okay. Let's try it again. It is 11 a.m. reversal here. So I use 10 points. Price is showing signs of strong bearish order flow. I'm going to keep riding it until it tells me otherwise. Pause. Big pause. Stop loss. 40. 60. Oh. Oh, I didn't show. Say again. There you go. Stop loss, take profit. I don't know if that tagged me in and then went. Boom. Finally, we took a win. Just in a volume imbalance, pretty low probability, but it's still in this scenario played out to our advantage. Finally got a win. Finally, so we're at 1.4K. We took multiple break evens. Let's go back till tomorrow. Okay. So interesting. Today we have red folder news. So this pre-market is valid, which is an 8:45. Let's see what the 4 hour, we have the high, we have the low. So the high has not been swept, but the 4 hour low has been swept. So we are interested in buying. In terms of bullish pedo raise, we've got a fair value gap here that we're delivering from. Bearishness is here. So we had an old bullish gap, it got inversed, and now it's a bearish area of pressure. So on the 1 minute, we do have a data high that will be a magnet for price. It does not need to come back to it instantly, so let's change that to yellow. Okay, so we favor being bullish. We've got data highs above. We're going to need displacement above this short-term high with a fair value gap, and we will look to engage. I'll see nothing I'm interested in. This gap did not get respected. Yes, we broke above a short-term high here, but this would never convince me, to be honest. Okay. We may try this. Do I want to take this little volume imbalance? Kind of. Stop loss placements above the gap. Where would we target? So we got the CE of this low. Okay, yeah, we can try it. We can try it. Maybe a little short-term scalp past the 4 hour low. Again, taking the immediate short-term low, then resweep and push higher, perhaps giving us a unicorn model. Stop loss 40. Okay. So, to be fair, it's still valid. That's a good loss. It's a good loss. So we lost the second position here. So perhaps not with this, not breaking past the low. Yeah, maybe not the best loss, but still valid out of 100 trades. Yeah, and we still push down anyway. Just wrong timing, which is gonna happen. And now let's go to the AM. It was a 1 win, 1 loss. 945. We are not trading this. This is ranging from these highs and these lows. There we go. So we are now actively looking for a nice buy position above a short-term high. If not, then I'm going to sell this. Also sell. Okay. If we can close in here and then open up lower with a VI, I'd take that. Okay. So that's why I marked this level. It's probably the last line of defense to being bullish. Very nice displacement higher. Very nice, but I can't enter at 9:59. So 4 hour. What are we doing now? We're still inside a bullish gap. We left a little top bottom wick, meaning we are bullish. What's these yellow lines again? We delete them. It's a 4 hour low. Yeah, we need to move that to here. 4 hour high is moved down as well. So we still are favoring being bullish. but does not mean we're going to continue being bullish here. So let's see how price delivers. Okay. Not seeing anything I want to engage with. And 10. Do you want to try this? ES took the low, NQ hasn't. ES is the stronger asset. 20 points or 10. 10's more brave. So 1-to-1. 1.8. I like the risk to rewards. Let's try it. Stop loss 40, take profit 60. Targeting this low. It's a no entry. But the bias was correct. So we've just liquidated that 4-hour low. A lot of times when price comes so close to the old 4-hour low, it's going to pierce it and then decide to reverse. Pretty simple bias. Do we want this? Yeah. We'll try it. Is it in time? Is it in session? Sorry. No. Out of session. Wait, this delete hour stuff. Okay, so it's out of session, which you can see ended up being a loss. It's not going to always lose out of your session, but we have these macros there for a reason. Liquidated the high and then really displaced lower. It can break this consolidation. We'll engage with price. If not, then we're not taking anything. Still don't like this either. This I'll try. I'll try it. Just get showing signs of bearish order flow still. Try it. Just go for a 1.5. 1.5, place the order. So we want to sell. Stop loss, take profit. Do. Wicks is in. Okay, we took the short-term low. We do not engage with price, fortunately. Now we can again. Because we broke past it, meaning we displaced past it. So you can add it back in. Put you in. Wow, we came very, very close. Very close. Really nice price action. Okay. Yeah, so that was not meant to be valid. So we do not take a position if we inverse two gaps. But we're going to take that loss. We're going to take that loss. Let's go to the PM. It's an invalid loss, unfortunately. So we're at the 4-hour low. Inside the gap. Okay. Try it. 16, stop loss, we want 40. Go. Like it. Okay, so and now the target, I forgot to place it at the low, which is fine to be fair. We secured a 1.5, but we should have actually got an extra 0.7 there. We're going to come back to the next day. We're just seeing a VI. More importantly, I wasn't even focused on the VI. We can use the candle bodies as well to push price lower. Let's go to the next day. What's this? Price is closed. It's open. Now we're in session. So 9:30. Let's see what we can find. So we immediately push higher, which is bearish, at least short term. With 4 hour. So this old bullish gap is now the closest bearish feeder ray. You see we have the inversion now. Or is it this, actually? It's my bad. Now it's here. We've got a bearish fair value gap. Okay, so we're definitely favoring being bearish. For our low. For our high. Okay. Closest bullish is here. Awesome. So overall, in terms of the reversal model, we are bearish. Do this. Should have actually already been in here. So we just missed that position. I pressed play a little bit too fast. So we should have took that. At least a 1-to-1. Scored 50%. Now chopping. Okay, 10. On the 4 hour, what do we see? We're inside a bearish fair value gap still. So we still favor being bearish. The high's got to move to here. So we're still up, and I've made 2 mistakes here. One, take profit was too short. So we should have actually been up an extra $400. Actually more than that, an extra $600 plus an $800 because that loss should not have been taken. Over at pullback, either direction, we're now bullish. We can see we're trading in a bullish gap. But look at the 1 minute. Does it look bullish? No. It's extremely, extremely bearish. But now we've got accumulation. So perhaps we're going to reverse the 11 a.m. macro. We also got SMT. So I will be taking this. Okay. Got more consolidation. So we're not taking that. Oh, we are not taking that. So now we broke the accumulation to the upsides. Do we want to take this? I think so. Yeah, we're going to take it. So taking this as a reversal model, we do have SMT with these lows. ES is making higher highs. So yeah, we're going to take this. Using a breakaway gap. Or is it breakaway? Is it breaker? I would class this as the breaker. Yeah, I like this. Shit. I did not mean to do that. I press play instead of go to order. So let's proceed. I was meant to place order then. Here we go. To place order. Copy price. Entry price. Stop loss. 80. It's quite volatile today. So we always go for 1 to 2. Then the closest speed rate. When trading reversals, we also secure 0.5 as well. Plus the break even. So 1 to 2. Then the closest draw, which is here. It's a fair value gap. So we hit that first target. And hit the break even. So what do we think is going to happen next? Well, prices made a double top whilst creating a double bottom. So we're still in a consolidation. So we can't enter again. Okay, we can come to the PM. That just make 400 then. Let's have a check. Yeah, it made 400s. Okay. I get back off this. Yeah. I thought you could just pop the analytics up. Alright, it's here. Close positions. Yeah, there we go. We can see now. Good. Let's go to the next day. Oh no, we're in the PM. It's quite bullish. It's still an accumulation. This needs to break. No, we are not trading that. This whole thing is trapped in a range. So if you want to buy or sell, you're just going to keep getting chopped up until it breaks, and then you can engage. Let's go to the next day. Okay. Wow. So pre-market looking very clean. We're not going to trade this because we didn't have red folder. But this is the type of pre-market that you want to trade. Get used to how price action should look in pre-market conditions that allow you to engage. Now, if this was pre-market, you absolutely don't trade. Okay. A lot of back and forth. We have a look on the 4 hour. This will give us a better gauge. So we are reacting from the CE, bearish. We also got a BPR if we look to the left. So we'll have them there to overlap. In terms of bullishness, well, we've got a 4 hour low. So we've got clean ranges to look to sell. And we have, should I say, swept the 4 hour high. So definitely very bearish. In terms of bullishness, I can't see to the left if we are even in a gap. So what we're going to do, we are going to mark the candle body and the candle wick. There we go. And that will allow us to see, are we in a gap? Just. So let's change the color. We now know we've got a bullish gap here. Have we tapped it? Just. Okay, so we can delete the black line now. So that's the closest buying pressure all the way down there. So on the 1 minute, I still don't want to trade this anyway. We do favor being bearish. Just not interested. Until this low can break. A little bit too fast, but it has broke. 4 hour low needs to be readjusted because we now want to buy. So we swept the low, but we need to remember we've also swept the high in a gap. That will always be stronger than just sweeping the low. So let's see how price wants to develop. Any imbalances? No. So we've inversed the bottom gap. I take this. It's a minute later. So it was the right idea. A little bounce. Oh, wow. That was probably my 1 to 2. It's taken a target. We'll go to the second AM. 10:38. 42. Right. Is price consolidating? That's always my first question I ask. I would say no, but it's starting to form choppy price action. We are going to engage here. We're going to take a buy. Currently, seeing signs of bullish order flow. We've inversed 2 gaps and we're respecting bullish gaps. I would really prefer this to overlap with some structure. I mean, yeah, we'll try it. Get out there. Right, we are now deleting it because we've created a double top and a double bottom. Have to delete it, even if it still works, which we would have lost and then won. So the bias was absolutely correct. Still can't take. Okay, now we can take. We don't have a double top. Very volatile today. Okay, so if it enters here, so I've got a breakaway. So I could enter this a little higher, but still valid. We take partials. Pretty tight position. We're very close to getting tagged out break even. So I was almost last minute tempted to take the higher gap here, but this just looked cleaner. This was the original setup. So I'm happy with that. Let's go to the next day. So that was a reversal model, by the way. Right. So we're in session. So we are currently reacting from this bearish inversion. The old bearish gap is now the closest bullish. We have swept the high and we haven't swept the low. So we favor being bearish, but we're never going to trade when it looks like this. There's no point. I promise you. There's no point. Now this, we are becoming interested because we're seeing displacement. Nice displacement. Let me just check something. Okay, I'm not taking this either, but we still want it to work. Now they're probably asking why was I not going to take it? Because we're coming from double tops and now creating double bottoms. I know the rule, you are going to miss some trades, but overall, the quality and your net P&L will thank you for being disciplined. So we want this whole range to break. Still not broke. Still not. You can see the type of price action that I'm pre-anticipating just by having some simple rules, analyzing double tops, double bottoms. This is choppy. Probably one of my favorite rules I've ever created. Okay, so we have a potential of a very nice setup here. We broke the accumulation to the upsides. We've swept the 4-hour high. The new 4-hour high has been swept. This got reinversed. So this is the closest bullish. Okay. So we've got buying pressure, so we can sell to this gap. We are also inside a bearish fair value gap. So this can be an incredible setup to the downside here. See if we can inverse this gap and give us a BPR. Okay. We're not going to take it just because of that. What I am going to do is place my entry on the CE of the inversion because we have a BPR. Place order, we want to sell, limit, stop loss 80. So because we're trading the reversal, we have to take partials at the 0.8, auto break even, 0.9. So the breaker with the gap played out. Maybe I should have took that really. I was just focused on the BPR. I don't think that's a bad mistake either. So we hit the 50. Would we? Yeah, that was probably the setup. So we did miss a position there. We definitely did miss a position, but there's going to be more to come. There'll be more to come. Okay, I'm trying to break this consolidation, which we have done. So what's the 4-hour saying? Swept the high. Okay, so we're bearish. What's order flow now telling me? Taking highs inside gaps. That's a very good indication that we have bearish order flow. I'm not convinced to sell off this gap though. Okay. So where are we delivering from? Look to the left. Inside this mitigation. We did tap the order block as well, and then we've pushed higher. Still not convinced either way right now. That looks quite nice at 1400. Perhaps we can take a buy here. gives it us. So art session. Let's go to the next day open here. So what do we have? We've got red folder news. Fantastic. Red folder news means pre-market open is valid. Let's go to the 4 hour. So we are using this inversion very nicely as support. 4 hour high. This gap got inversed. Now we've got an inversion just above the closest PD right now. So we've got the 4 hour high. We have clean range to buy from here to here. 4 hour low has been taken. I can still see some sell side pressure to the data lows. They are going to be a magnet on price. I'm not convinced on buying or selling just yet, which it looks like we are starting to sell. Not interested. Very choppy. So we're going to the first AM. Here we displace. There's no double bottoms. Okay, meaning we broke the accumulation. We are bullish. Can we get a buy entry? That's the question. Now I want this to break again because it's too choppy for me. Still need it to break. 10 a.m. Let's reanalyze 10 a.m. We are delivering from this inversion still. Got a low to sweep down the bottom. We did just tag that bullish gap, which is interesting. 4 hour high. Okay, gonna want this low to be taken. Okay, we want to push higher. It's fine. No, we do take that low. And now we've broken the consolidation to the downsides, which is good. Okay. It's a very strong displacement. Still not, I'm not interested in engaging any of this because we broke the consolidation to the downside and created a double bottom. Now we can trade because we have no double bottom, meaning we don't need to drag it down. We are actively outside consolidation. Do we want to take this? How volatile is this? Let's say we took that. Continuation model is definitely in play. Let's see if we can jump in. Okay. Copy price. Let's try it. Let's sell. Stop loss. We want it. 40. 60. Sell limits. It is below price. It's not below. It's fine. Okay. It's above now. Sell. Stop loss. Take profit. Let's go. The sell limit can only be placed at a price higher than the current price. It is higher. Well, we're going to avoid this then. Yeah, that was a sign to not take this position. Thought, you know what? We're not going to take it then. Fine. So we're displacing higher. We have not got S&T. So I'm going to need some more bias. And then we want to chop. Fine. Let's go to the PM. 1345. This is still disgusting. We are not taking this. Let's go to the next day. Okay, so don't know what news that was. I imagine we're going to retrace this move. So we're going to mark this out. Bearishness. We have not inversed this inversion just yet. Okay, so we're going to keep them the same for our high here, for our low there. Let's go to session. A lot of red folder news. I don't know what is being said, but we're going to take this. Don't like it, actually. Taking it. Do we want to take this as well? Don't know if I like it still. It looks cleaner on the ass, actually. Yes, it looks cleaner. We'll take it. Use 20. 20 points, 1.5. If we close at the CE, is that 1.5? Just. Okay, let's place this. Place order, we want to sell. Take profit on 20. Okay. So we took the low. We've got to delete it now. Okay. We'll take this again. Does come back. We'll take that. Targets at this gap. Copy price. Sell limit. We broke the consolidation. 80. 40. It's correct now. Wow. Strong movement now. Okay. We're going to delete that. See if we can keep pushing down from here. 4 hour, still bearish. It's still bearish. We're not going to take this. Let's see how this news plays out. Wow. So very rarely will I ever hold through news. In this scenario, it did play out. Got a VI here. Might make it even 20, to be honest. It just looks pretty volatile. Stop loss. Boom. So final TP. That's going to be it for us today. We've done an hour back testing. Pretty good win rate. Let's go and check the analytics here. We took a few losses, a few unnecessary positions, but we still had a 71% accuracy. We took 9 trades, 2 were break even. My average RR, which actually doesn't make sense, should be 1.5. Should be 1.5. And the highest win should be 1.7. Okay, total trades. So win rate, sell, buy. These are pretty good metrics here. It's interesting to see. So we only had one losing day. The rest of them were at least matches the losing day, the smallest. So I like the statistics. Pretty good. We could have done better, but I'm still happy with the overall rewards. If you guys want more videos like this, then do let me know. We're going to be posting all of 2025. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for watching.